I am outraged. I'm puzzled, I'm baffled and bewildered. I am also outraged. Let me give you some context to what is going on here. Several weeks ago, I uploaded a video titled "The Real Reason Outdoor Boys Quit." And it was just a little video about, some of the real background behind why outdoor boys quit. If you haven't seen the video, I would pause right now, go watch it. It'll help you understand this whole situation a little bit better. So you can go ahead and do that. Sad. I was really hoping you would, but here's like a really quick recap of the video if you didn't go off and watch it. Today, I'm going to talk about the real story, which is one of temptation. It's one of conflicts of values. It's a great channel. They're great videos. And the reason he's stopping making the videos, because think about it. He's leaving these different pieces of equipment behind. What's one piece of equipment he has to always bring? His camera, because he's making videos. That is what's sitting there in his face, tempting him to hypocrisy, to betraying the whole point of it all. Camera. Saying, use my spare battery. Smash it with a rock and make it explode. Use that to make the fire. Maybe has a trip where that camera is the little devil on his shoulder, whispering in his ear, saying, open me up. Rearrange my electronics to connect to the internet. The precious metals from the electronics in the camera, he could barter with the local gnomes for some mushrooms. Here's the thing. I work really hard on these videos. There's a bee on me. I work really hard on these videos, and I can't believe that people are going out of their way to hate on me. I uploaded this video, and at first, I was actually pretty thrilled. I got like 200 views on it. For a small little guy like me, that's a big deal, And I was really happy. And then I was looking through some analytics at some point, and I happened to notice, had 200 views, it also had 9 dislikes and 0 likes. People are just hating on me. So today I want to talk about who these people are, who I speculate they are, and then maybe at the end we'll do some digging and find out their names, addresses, and shoe size, because this is an act of hatred, honestly. So the first person who might have disliked the video, or the first kind of person, honestly, it could have just been that people misunderstood what I was saying, right? Because out there in our world today, there is just so much like just sad and horrible and awfulness and bad things. People are just mired in constant negativity and just, it's one scandal after another. And so I'm sure that there's people who thought that this was a hit piece, that I was dragging Outdoor Boys' good name through the mud. And probably based on, being kind of a smaller guy, probably just baseless, like scandal baiting. And that wasn't the case. I mean, I was doing nothing but singing the praises of Outdoor Boys and supporting his decision to step away from his YouTube channel. I think it was great. I still do today. But I think maybe some people jumped into the video and they're what we would call black-pilled. They assumed bad things before I really even got into the video. And so they disliked the video and just bounced right away. They didn't hear me out. And honestly, it's just on them. I can't be held responsible for that. It is society's fault that people are so hardened and just expecting the bad. Like, I'm here to provide just uplifting content and just be like jolly and like spread some just happiness. I would never make a hit piece. I would never expose somebody or drag their name through the mud. And so honestly, if that's the case, if it's just people misunderstood, I can't even let that bother me. Hopefully that's the case. It's just people who have had too much negativity in their life. Okay, so second kind of person I suspect might have disliked the video is not excusable like that. It's the actual haters, but not my haters, right? The Outdoor Boys haters, right? Because it was a video praising him and his good name, and honoring his humility and his commitment to good content and high ideals. And so Outdoor Boys is such a big guy that he is, you get a couple of haters when you that kind of successful. Probably it's the sort of people who live in the basement and they live inside and they hate the sun and the sky and the trees, and they feel challenged by what YouTube Boys was doing. They feel that they felt like a personal attack on them, when really they're honestly the ones who kind of needed his content the most. And it's kind of sad that he's quit for these people, because it should have been inspiring them to make that change that they need in their lifestyle, to get outside, okay? And honestly, I'm not even going to be mad at these kinds of people, because I want to be here for you too. You may have noticed that I film most of my videos outside, and I do it for you, the basement dweller. All right, I want to inspire you to get out and get some sun on your face. You can do it, right? Like, I'm sitting, it is 90 plus degrees out today, and I'm out here for you guys. All right, so if you're a basement dweller, just know that I'm in your corner. You may dislike my video, but I'm here for you. Lastly, I wanted to touch on something specific I said in my Outdoor Boys video. The precious metals from the electronics in the camera.
He could barter with the local gnomes for some mushrooms.
So I suspect that some of those dislikes could have had a gnomic origin, because I exposed their practice of getting precious metals from YouTubers in exchange for food. And so that these dislikes are coming in from the gnomes. But I've got a message for you guys too, all right? I am really, in exposing your practices, I'm doing you a favor, all right? Gnome civilization is on the decline, all right? Gnome birth rates have been tanking, okay? And you know why? There's plenty of other sources for you to get precious metals. Plenty of traditional, respectable avenues, all right? I want to see you guys trading riddles with strangers to trick them into giving you a gold coin. I want to see you using your tiny magic pickaxe to call out some gemstones up from the earth, or snapping your fingers and singing a rhyming spell to change an ordinary object into gold. Like, come on, guys. That's what we should be doing. You don't need gold from YouTubers and precious platinum from their electronics. The reason that the she-gnomes aren't getting together with you guys is because they don't respect it. All right, so gnome civilization is in your hands. Okay, get hustling, get grinding. You can get a she-gnome. Okay, and I'm doing you a favor by disliking it. So to all my gnomes out there, remove your dislikes, okay? I'm rooting for you too. All right, now I realize I kind of have just ended up complimenting everybody I thought was disliking the videos, and that wasn't really my plan, but now that I think about it, that might be a good way to get the dislikes removed from my videos. So I'm kind of glad it ended up that way, actually. You might be wondering, why is it such a big deal to you? You're making a whole video just about 9 dislikes. I mean, in terms of internet numbers, that's 3 beans in a bowl. That's at single digits is basically 0. Well, let me explain something to you. That thumbs down, that just like this, do you even know where that comes from? That comes from Roman gladiatorial contests, right? The emperor goes, that means you're dead, okay? That's like kill the gladiators. Every one of those dislikes, those 9 dislikes on my video, that's somebody who wishes me dead. That's somebody who is after my life. Okay? So when you think about it like that, 9 is kind of a lot of people, isn't it? All right? I don't need 9 additional people looking to try to kill me. All right. The Romans also had a saying. It was against two, not even Hercules. And essentially what that means is, Hercules was the strongest man ever, but if you get two guys on him, it's over. Like, you can't fight numbers. Like, imagine 9 people is like the entire staff of a McDonald's. Can you imagine going into a McDonald's? Maybe you go to the restroom, you're taking the Browns to the Super Bowl, and poof, the whole staff breaks in, and they're coming to get you with fists and implements of violence. You're a goner. There's nothing you can do. And so I haven't had a bacon quarter pounder with cheese and a M&M McFlurry in weeks now. All right. And you might say that's a good thing, right? I'm losing a little bit of weight because of that. All right. But you know what that does? Now I have even more people after me, people who are interested in me. So now I have, on one hand, 9 people at least coming out to try to take my life. And, who knows how many others who are captivated by my new good looks at a lower weight. And, they're interested, they're seeking my hand in marriage. I'm taken. All right. So I've got to deal with that now. And like, all it was like a small treat once a week. On my way home, I would get my bacon quarter pounder with cheese and a M&M McFlurry after work on Friday, just once a week, just to take the edge off. And now, instead of that, because I can't, I've been thinking about crack cocaine, okay? And if you saw my videos on pennies, you know that times have never been tougher for people on crack cocaine. You're not going to be able to make a living selling copper anymore. So I have to worry about protecting my whole family from all of these people. And I'm not even going to be able to provide for them anymore. Okay? So yeah, it's a big deal that I got these 9 dislikes. Okay? But here's the thing. It's all good. I roll with the punches. I'm not here to be negative. I'm here to spread a message of positivity, like I said. So like, my message, the takeaway here has got to be that it's not a big deal. That if you've gotten a couple dislikes, roll with the punches, keep moving on. You're going to be okay. It's all good. Now, like I said at the beginning, we're going to reveal the names, full addresses, and the shoe size of the people who disliked my video. Hey, so this is Elijah's editor. I've got YouTube Studio pulled up right here, and actually, I don't know if they changed this in an update or something, but they don't show you the personal information of the people who dislike your videos anymore. I don't know why they changed that or why they took it away, but I don't know. We don't really have the funds to hire private investigators, so just like, if you see somebody who you think might have disliked the video, just let them know I'm upset, and send them the link to this, I guess.